Welcome to snippet number 58, perfect procrastination. Excuse Alex's chewing of nails, but she is the subject of the video, so I can actually do this narration for the snippet. Hello, legends. I didn't really have a clue for this week's snippet until I sat down to write my morning pages overlooking the ocean. I wasn't concerned because I've been incredibly creative over the last week, so I just trusted my process to produce. But I've kept in mind the thought, creativity breeds creativity. And I've consistently written every day with ideas pouring out like an open fire hydrant. What came to me was an idea inspired by a Creative Mornings email encouraging failure. And you can check the link to that email in the email itself. Now, if you struggle with perfectionism and procrastination, then this practice could be for you to try. It's a revolutionary way of thinking for many, and I believe goes against much of what we are taught. But remember, it is a practice, so you'll need to keep it going in order to change your deep-seated beliefs and habits. Here's to failing in order to fulfill ourselves. Tom. So, snippet number 58, perfect procrastination. In the past, I experienced a strong inner conflict around perfectionism, accompanied by its partner, procrastination. In writing, I would struggle to finish pieces because I didn't think they were good enough, coming to resent the thing that brought me joy. I'd start, or not start, woodworking projects, and not finish because I couldn't see it being perfect. That all changed when I flipped perfectionism on its head and gave myself permission to fail. How did I do it? Well, over the last few years, I've practiced good enough and a lighter version of Silicon Valley's fail fast, fail often. In doing so, I have failed in small and large ways, been wonderfully creative, and learnt what works for me to be challenged and fulfilled. In doing so, I've tried out many new tools and developed skills that I would not have accessed if I pursued perfection. My process leads me to innovate and discover ways outside of the norm to produce great results in both my creative and coaching work. So how can you try it? Well, firstly, keep it simple and light. I would recommend starting to fail on something that has less skin in the game, like a casual hobby. By doing this, the barrier to taking action is much lower and you are more likely to succeed as a result, or rather fail, sorry. Number 2, do it often. In order to make any significant change on your deep-seated beliefs, you're going to have to get uncomfortable frequently. I'd start with 3 times a week and progress as you learn. It's like exposure therapy. You need to get out of your comfort zone enough to challenge yourself without it causing you to put the brakes on any future attempts. And number 3, feedback, feedback, feedback. It comes in many forms, but first focus on internal feedback and make some notes. What thoughts and feelings come up before, during, and after failing? Once you've done this for a week or 2, then observe external feedback. What are people's reactions? Ask them what they think. Use people you trust rather than any old stranger. That feedback is more valuable and generally more supportive of your growth. And that's it. Of course, you can develop it more over time and go deeper and further, but there's no reason to give your internal perfectionist or procrastinator any reason to give up before starting. And I'd encourage you to read step 1 again multiple times. As always, let me know if you struggle with this and how you get on trying out the steps. That's it from me and Alex. Until next week. Cheers.